It is important for you to attend live in-person networking event as a music artist, and I'm going to share 3 tips with you about that coming up right after this intro. Join me in my mission to help put at least 50,000 music artists on the right track to be independently successful with their music, to turn the talent that they have with their voice into gold. My name is Billy Nellis, and welcome to the Golden Voice Podcast. Boom! All right, you may have noticed that I've been, missing out on a few episodes, and there's 2 reasons why. Number one, I went to one of the biggest marketing events that you can go to, and that took a little bit of my time away from my regular routine. And number two, it was my birthday at the time that I'm recording this that just passed. Right, so was doing stuff with the family and everything, so I took a little bit of time off, but we are back at it so that I can continue to share some value with you on the Golden Voice podcast. So today I want to share why it is important that you should attend a live in-person networking events as a music artist. And that's truly important in the part of our growing process, so that we can continue to grow and overall improve our craft network and so on and so forth. So the number one tip, or the number one reason why it's actually important for you to attend live in-person networking events, is because the in-person experience solidifies the relationships that you're building in this space, right? So we're all leveraging the power of the internet to meet people, right? We have social media and everything, but meeting people in person, I'm telling you, is completely different, and is just so much more. It just solidifies everything, right? So if you can connect with someone at a much higher level, it has a lot of value, because if you can meet someone in person, see someone in person that you've been maybe seeing online for the longest time, and you get to interact with them, in the flesh, right? It's just so much better, right? It has a higher value than just connecting online and everything. Although it's fine to connect with people online, but in person is the next level. You know what I mean? Another reason why it's important, that's the second tip here, is that getting in the room, okay, at these events can lead you to your next breakthrough. All right. Many times we can feel stuck, right? Like me, myself, this year, I've been feeling stagnant or stuck at some point, but me getting in the room led me to my next breakthrough, because I realized that even though I was aware of certain things, that there's an element in my ecosystem or in my music business that I didn't have in place, that I have to have in place for me to continue to grow. And now I have some more clarity, and I know what I'm going to need to implement in order for me to make it happen, so that I can continue to grow and continue to contribute and lead with value and serve my people at the highest level. And this is why I'm on a mission to put at least 50,000 independent music artists on the right track to be independently successful with their music. And I'm just gonna continue to serve on that part. You know what I mean? So really important for you to get in the room, like some of my mentors would say, so that you can lead yourself to your next breakthrough. And the last tip that I want to share with you, or the last reason why it's actually important for you to go to live events, right, is you're investing in yourself, okay, by putting yourself in an environment where you can rub shoulders with like-minded people, right? So it's crazy how you can go to an event, but everybody is driven to get to the next level. They're inspired by those that are doing it at a much higher level than them. It's just amazing to put yourself in an environment where people have the same aspirations as you, right? Sometimes we may stay at home so much, or stay in the studio so much, or maybe we're a little bit introvert, right? I myself been working on that, where I'm pushing myself to be a little bit more extrovert, so that I can connect with people, meet with people, so that people can recognize my face and everything, right? And that part is really important. But to know that when you go to specific events in the industry or in the space, right? Especially those where you get to gain some knowledge and some information about business, marketing, the networking and everything. It's just the investment that you put in yourself allows you to rub shoulders, like I said, with like-minded people, the same people as you, your people, and it just makes you feel at home, and it just gives you that drive, right? So I think that's why it's important for you to change your environment sometimes, get out of the routine a little bit, get outside your comfort zone, so to speak, so that you can continue to grow. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I came back from Funnel Hacking Live, meeting some of my peers and meeting some of my friends in the space, and it's been great, right? Going to dinner with men, having conversations, getting some clarity on some things, just overall getting some gems and some strategies and things. Like it's just like an exchange of value that you never forget, and it's just the bond right there is just much more solid. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. So put yourself out there, really important. So to quickly recap, 3 reasons why it's important for you to go to live in-person networking events is number 1, the in-person experiences is completely different than the virtual, and it just solidifies the relationships. And number 2, getting in the room is going to lead you to your next breakthrough. And number 3, it's an investment in yourself by putting yourself in an environment where you see like-minded people, rub shoulders with them and everything, so that you can continue to grow. All right. So hopefully that was of value to you. We're back at it on the Golden Voice podcast over here, so that it can continue to contribute and, just overall share some things that can help you get to your next step, get to your next level, so that you can continue to grow and continue to improve on your craft with the talent that you have with your voice. So it's Billy here from Big Shot Beats on the Golden Voice podcast, and I will talk to you on the next one. Let's go. I really appreciate you tuning into the Golden Voice podcast today. There's so many other ones out there to listen to, and I don't take your interests lightly. I really hope that what I shared with you today made sense and helped put you on the right track to be independently successful with your music. So if it did, share this podcast episode with somebody else that would need it too. Cool? Now let's take a step further. Do you want instant notifications for when I upload new episodes? Text the word podcast to 647-277-5177. I repeat, text the word podcast to 647-277-5177, and I'll shoot you a quick text when I upload new Golden Voice podcast episodes in the future. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next one.